Hey guys, it's Ollie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So a little bit of an odd one today, but I'm going to be making an indoor compost bin. I have never done this before. I have done outdoor composting in the past, but I kind of want to start small with an indoor compost maybe, just for small food scraps and stuff. I'm trying to reduce my waste. It's one of my goals this year, and making a compost I think would be a good step. And then later, I would like to also have an outdoor compost. I have a big enough yard for it. I don't know. I am a very beginner. I really don't know what I'm doing. To be really honest with you, I've tried doing my research, but I feel like I'm not gonna know until I do it. So you're just gonna go along for that adventure with me. I'll make sure to update you guys on if it works. I'll probably make an updated version of this in the future as an actual tutorial, but for now, don't take this as a tutorial for me. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube. I specifically watched one from, I cannot remember her name. I am a new subscriber to her, but I will put it here. Yeah, I just thought that I would take you guys along with me. I don't know if this would be something you're interested in, but if you guys are interested, maybe I can sprinkle in some like reduced waste, like type of living vlog things. I don't know what you would call it. For now, I have to go get some worms and some dirt for my compost. Oh, there's a centipede. Nope, just more ants. Hi guys. Just more ants. How you doing? Oh, worm. Worm. This is like the tiniest plant I've ever seen in my life. Worm. I'm just using an old yard rake. We just kind of use it for stuff like this to break up some dirt over here. So I can use that for my compost. I know that we don't use any fertilizers or pesticides or anything on our property, and we haven't, this property has not seen those chemicals for years and years and years, so this is totally safe to use. You can't really tell because I have my flash on, but it is dusk now. I think I have enough dirt, I have some worms, and it's time to go inside and try to put all of this together. So from what I understand, as well, just give you a little bit of information, is that there are things you need in your compost, like greens and browns, I think. Greens are things like your leafy greens, fruit and veg kind of stuff, and browns are things like paper, like newspaper, cardboard. Leaves, I think, are also considered brown, if I'm correct, like dead leaves. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our compost bin. Alright, so this is what I used outside to get dirt. So I have it. I didn't do anything with it. I feel like I'm not supposed to, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some in there and just lightly checking it for nasties and whatnot. So I'm gonna put some cardboard at the bottom to sort of act as like a crappy drainage layer, just in case I get it a little too wet. It'll maybe be easier to correct. Again, I don't know if this is correct or if this would even help, but we're just kind of going for it. And then I just have some kitchen scraps that I have kept in the freezer. I'm not putting all of this in by any means. That still might be too much. And then I have like a tissue and some pet hair. These are both compostable. Alright, now for the worms. and just kind of hope they do their thing. And hopefully this works. I will be back in a week to let you know.
1 week later.
Alright, it has been about a week, so I am just going to mix my compost. I was reading that you were supposed to mix it once a week, so that's what I am going to be doing. Just going to give it a good mix. I also learned a couple things. I should have broken this up more whenever I first put food in, and also I should have buried the food as I put it in with like a layer of dirt. So I'm going to be doing that as I find these while I mix, and I am also going to be watering the soil because it is pretty dry, so we're learning. Oh, also, it should be 3 parts brown material to 1 part green material, so I think I have a good ratio going on.
One week later.
Alright, it has been about a week, so I'm going to mix and check. I just keep it down here with my recycling, and we do have a baby lock so that our cats can't get into the cabinet to get into it. So far, I have had 0 smell, and I haven't put a ton of scraps in it. I put a little bit of broccoli in there last night from our dinner, but other than that, I really haven't had to do too much maintenance. I've had to wet it down a little bit, but overall, it's not been too bad. Again, the smell hasn't been smelling almost at all. The worms are all doing really well. The only smell that really does come from this is just, it smells earthy. But that's about it. I mean, like, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I do need to get some more worms in here, but the few that I do have been working out for some small table scraps. So far, it's been pretty good. Alrighty, well that was pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations for how to better this indoor compost, please let me know. I would be greatly appreciated. Again, I'm a total beginner at this. Also, don't forget to comment to let me know if you're kind of into these kinds of vlogs, if you would be interested in seeing them in the future. Don't forget to give this video a like for the algorithm. It'll really help me out. All of my links will be down below, including my Instagram, my art account, and my Facebook group, as well as other YouTube channels that I mentioned earlier. And don't forget to subscribe if you are into this kind of content or any animal kind of content. I upload every single Saturday around noon Eastern Standard Time, but you can hit the bell if you don't want to remember that. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Bye.